Welcome to the Boom Bap Kingdom. Yo, peace and welcome to the Boom Bap Kingdom. We're here, we're chilling. Listen, I'm glad you guys are here. I just wanted to do something I haven't ever done, really, in the history of the Boom Bap Kingdom since I've been on YouTube. And that's give you guys a quick studio tour. I wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm using currently. As you guys know, that will change from time to time, week to week, month to month. You get in the lab and sometimes you're using this, sometimes you're using that. You know how it goes. My lab is it's in a heavy transition right now in terms of pivoting from the Model 24 to a control surface. I've added a couple of things, but I'll show you guys what I'm doing today. So stay tuned, walk with me, and I hope you enjoy. What you guys are looking at right here is one of my pride and joy pieces. It is my Roland MV-8800. I really enjoy working on this thing, workflow. It is incredible, the sonics, effects, etc. I learned a lot working on this machine, and it's given me a different workflow and different ideas. If you look, you see there's a monitor in the back. So my MV is connected to a monitor because the Roland MV series of samplers, not the MV1, the original series, the 8000, 8800, has a VGA port. So there's a 19-inch VGA monitor connected. And if you notice, I also have a mouse connected because there is a mouse port on there. So you can use a mouse and you can use a monitor. And I personally believe the MV-8800 was really the precursor to producing on computer. The MV-8800 is a true workstation. It has 8 audio tracks, etc., etc. So it's extremely powerful and really ahead of its time. So I really enjoy working on that unit. So I have KRK Rocket 8 as well as K5 Next monitors, 5-inch from Behringer. As you guys know, the KRK series of monitors is like a home studio, small studio, production studio standard. So yeah, I have Rocket 8s. I've been running these for literally over a decade. These are at least 14 years old. My Rocket 8s, they look brand new, sound brand new, and I don't believe I would ever really not use the Rocket 8s, or at least not use the KRK brand. I rely on them. They sound fantastic. I think they do a great job. The K5s were a combination of Behringer and KRK working together, and they came up with the K5 design that you see right there. They probably have some new ones. These are a few years old, sound fantastic. I really enjoy mixing in those as well. And the reason why I went with them was because I had some M Audio BX5s. Those failed. I was looking at the KRK 5s, the Rocket, but at the time I was running the Xenix Behringer UFX board, and these were supposedly kind of tuned to work with a Behringer mixer. So that's why I ran in that direction, and especially because they partnered with KRK to make them. So Rocket 8, K5s from Behringer, very, very dope. So here, what you guys are looking at is my control surface, the X Touch from Behringer. I ran with a control surface shortly after the Model 24 failed. My Model 24 failed completely. It's beyond repair. You'll never see it again in here. And I'm kind of glad, like Winston Churchill said, sometimes bad luck can be good luck. In terms of workflow, I'm in Reaper, my DAW of choice. The reason why I pivoted is because with this control surface, I have so much tactile functionality within my DAW. This gives you the it gives you the analog mixing feel in a digital environment. So if I'm here, I can control faders as I'm here. I'm controlling faders in the DAW. I can assign all of these buttons. A lot of them by default are already assigned to functions within the DAW. And I can tell you, I have this integrated so tightly with Reaper that it's insane. It really has upped my workflow tremendously, and I really enjoy it, and I'm glad I made that pivot. I'll do a deeper dive video on control surfaces versus digital slash analog mixing boards, since I'm pretty well versed in that now. If we pivot here, you're going to see my Tracker Plus. And let me tell you something, I really enjoy this thing. The Tracker Plus is amazing. I cannot speak more highly of a sampler sequencer. The display is dope. I really enjoy the workflow. That top-down workflow is a lot for maybe some people to get used to. The Tracker Plus is an awesome addition to the Boom Bap Kingdom. If we come here, you're going to see the Akai Force. And the Akai Force is my Swiss Army knife. Arguably, if not one of my favorite sampler sequencers so far that I own. I've made a lot of heat on here. You'll see it back on the channel soon. I just needed to pivot and learn some other things. If we pivot and we come over here, you're going to see my GR1 from Tasty Chips. The GR1 is a granular synth. I use this heavy when I'm sound designing. So GR1, Tasty Chips, they just released that GR Mega, but that GR1 is a beast. It's a granular synth. If you don't know about granular synthesis, you should check that out. If we pivot, now you see my coveted 2400. What more can I say? Isla, they did a fantastic job on this piece. That DSP card is dropping soon. I will probably cop that. Some people want to call it an SP1200 clone, etc., etc. I don't look at it like that. I look at it like it's a combination of the vintage 1200 sound with a very modern workflow. Sample editing on here is really dope. Sequencing is really dope. And I've had SP1200s before. I think this workflow is superior for sure. In terms of sonics, it's a little heavier on the low end, more so than an SP1200, whether it's the original or the Rossum re-release. With that being said, yeah, the original is a little bit more on the high end in terms of sonics. So here we go, the Lofi-12XT, arguably one of my favorite machines. I am so glad that I added this to the mix. Sonically, it is incredible. If you want that 12-bit boom bap 90s aesthetic, or that old school house aesthetic on your beats, and you want to do it in hardware and you are on a budget, this is the way to go. In all honesty, this is kind of, I prefer this over my SP404 Mark II in terms of workflow and sonics. Banger. I love this joint. This is the Polyend Synth. Just added this recently. Still learning it, but it is very dope. I didn't have any hardware synths in here. I'm looking to get more into that, possibly adding like a 61 key workstation in the future. But I started here on the synth, and I like to use this for sound design as well. KO2, what more can I say? I really enjoy this joint. Very, very fun, and has that 16-bit. It's warm, it's punchy, that 16-bit sound. I have had no issues with that fader. Fader gate was hilarious. It's very, very tactile. Yeah, old school calculator feel. like a Texas Instruments joint. But yeah, I think the more tactile your stuff is, the more you're going to want to touch it and work on it. That's one of the reasons why I'm a standalone guy for the most part. This is my guy. Let me explain to you workflow, sonics, effects. You just can't beat it. It is a banger. I really, really enjoy my MPC 4000. I will bring it back. You will see. I still make beats on it. This thing, I fully upgraded it, etc., etc. It is just one of my coveted pieces. I really enjoy working on the MPC 4000. Still to this day, my favorite MPC. And what we're looking at over here is stuff that I'm not currently using, but really still enjoy using when I use it. This is obviously my Native Instruments Machine Plus. Really, really dope. I enjoy working on it. Now that Machine 3.0 is out, you will see this back on the channel. Next to it is my Octatrack Elektron OT2, arguably one of the best sampler sequencers ever made. I can't say anything else other than that. It is phenomenal. This is just my little Lumi Roly keyboard controller. When I'm sound designing, I will use this, especially when I'm using Roly plugins. Now, this guy, what we're looking at is my Akai MPC60. I, what can I say, bro? You know what I mean? Since 1989, I've been getting busy on this MPC60. It's been upgraded multiple times. I did install the Roger Lynn upgrade kit with the memory module update and the SCSI card to allow it to read zip disks. So me and this guy, we have put in so much work. I'll never get rid of it. It's my favorite machine of all time that I own. And there it is. If you guys want me to maybe play some old beats from the actual 90s on the channel or with this guy, get in those comments and let me know if you want me to get busy on the MPC60. This thing still works. Fire. So here's my Yamaha bass guitar. I really enjoy playing the bass in one of my recent sample packs, the Boom Bap 101 pack. You will see a folder of bass shots, and that's me. You're going to see stacks of records. There are more records here. Those are my Tascam headphones. I really enjoy working with those. When I just want to put on something quick and dirty here and mix in the headphones, a box of 45s. I mean, I've had these records for decades. Here's more records. This cabinet that the 4000 is sitting on, I built that, put a shelf in there, and threw more records here. I have way more vinyl than that. I just keep certain pieces in the lab directly. So if I want to chop up something from vinyl, I can still do that. So this is the analog heat effects. That's an excellent effect unit. I'm going to start using that to add some color, some saturation, a little outboard compression to the mixes. If we come down here, you're going to see that Behringer ADA8200. This is an ADAT extender. This gave me quite a few additional ins and outs for my what's here, my Focusrite 18i 20 Gen 3. That's what replaced the I/O on the Model 24. You'll see my little Newmark USB PT101 portable turntable. I have my bass amp there, and then I have a Newmark DJ controller. I have two other DJ controllers. This is just the one I like to cut and scratch on the most, and it's the oldest actually, but I still prefer the feel of this one when I'm cutting and scratching. I have another keyboard controller back there when I want to play stuff and I need some more keys. So I did build my own wall treatment for soundproofing. I think that that's important, especially when you're in a small space. You're going to want to try to treat your walls as best you can. I need to build some speaker traps. I moved into this room and put some French doors up. I had my man come through and help me bang out those French doors. It's quite quiet. It sounds different than any other room in the house. I know the treated walls help with that. I just wanted to kind of share the general overall vibe. And probably by the summer, it'll be a little different. And when that happens, I'll do another tour, give you guys an update. So, bang. That's what it's like inside the Boom Bap Kingdom. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. Check out the boombapkingdom.com for drums, sample packs, all royalty free stuff, man. Just go over there and cop it. You can still cop your free MPC60 kit, SP1200 kit at www.theboombapkingdom.com. Be on the lookout for that Cipher Dialect project. The single Change is out now. More stuff coming. We're dropping heavy, chopping and bagging, solo EP. We're doing a lot, and I know you're going to dig it, and I know you're going to support it. That's what you guys do. I'm going to give you guys a BBK salute. Peace.